Now that you have a pre-approval, what's the next step? You get with me, your agent, or if you're not in my service area, I can refer you to a great agent, or you can find an agent on your own if you already know one. The agent should have what's called a buyer strategy. I always have this type of call with my clients, whether we're doing it in person or we're doing it through Google Meet. I love to be able to see you and let's discuss what you're looking for. I'm very detailed, I'm very specific. So I want to know, based off your current needs, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, which seems pretty typical. So to me, I'm also asking if you're familiar with square footage. How much space do you feel like you need? Do you need 1,200? Do you need 15? Do you need 2,000? Because there's a difference. And depending on how many people you have in your household, you may feel like you bought a home, you move in right away, you don't want to feel like you already outgrown the space. We're going to deep dive into what you're looking for when it comes to a property. Now, during this buyer strategy, what I also do is I pull up all the available homes in the area in that price range so we can look through those together. So that way we can determine which ones we're going to set up to go see. And one thing I always tell my first time home buyers, your first home is your starter home. This does not have to be the home that is forever unless you absolutely want it to be. But typically, most people buy their first home and they may move once. Now, I will say that it has been determined that most people in their lifetime will move at least 3 to 5 times in their lifetime. So, it just depends once again. But as a first time home buyer, I always say, keep in mind your needs. A lot of people focus on wants. Well, I wanted a house with a deck, and I wanted this, and I wanted that. But does this home meet your needs? Is it nice? Is it well kept? Does it have the bedrooms that you desire? Does it have the bathrooms that you desire? What are the things that you can work on? You can get a home, and if possible, you may be able to build a really nice deck, depending on if it's high or low. So those are things that can come in time, but not things that might not need to be done right away. I've had a lot of first-time home buyers who've had to learn the hard way that they missed out on a really great home because they focused on a want and not a need, and could have turned the home that met their needs into the home that they wanted. So I always try to reason with you and try to get you to see both sides, but ultimately it's your decision as a buyer.